Hola, hola, de saluda Elsa Sanchez from El Sol 107.9. And today I have with me worldwide superstar who really needs no introduction. It's the one and only Christina Aguilera. How are you, girl?
Hi, how are you? I'm great.
Listen, I am fangirling real hard right now. I had
No.
stripped on repeat on my CD player when it came out.
Oh, thank you.
Mind you, I was like 11.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've had a big, beautiful career.
Yes, yes, girl. You
Good
have changed
memories,
so
good
many of
memories.
our lives. And I literally listened into it again when I turned 20. And then now that I'm 30, and it's like each song means something different now. And it's just wonderful. So thank you for that
I,
gift.
I love that. Thank you so much.
I saw a post on your IG with the caption stripped part two. So I have to ask, since the 20th anniversary is coming up, are we getting a revival of stripped?
It's crazy. We are definitely planning how to make this an incredible celebration of such a special album that, yeah, it just, after all these years, I hear the stories and what it means to people. It was the first album that I definitely felt like I was coming into my own. And I really made it a point that no matter what it sold or what it did, any politics or, anything involved, I wanted to make an album that truly spoke from my heart and truly was me, everything about a woman that I was, from sexy to vulnerable to empowered and strong. So, I'm really glad from beautiful to fighter to dirty, we
Mm.
had all those elements. So we're definitely going to be celebrating it this year for sure. And figuring out fun ways to really do it up and allow an opportunity for all the fans to come together and enjoy that record.
Can't wait for that. Now we have this new EP coming out, La Fuerza. It's also been 20 years since your last Spanish album. I want to ask, why now? Like, what sparked the decision to sing in Espanol again?
Well, it's been something that I've wanted to do ever since that first album in Spanish. Mi Reflejo was such an incredible time and it was such an incredible experience. I went to Miami and I was able to be around incredible artists and musicians and producers and writers. And there's truly nothing like Latin love and that energy. It's like no other kind of music. This experience, again, I went to Miami. I wanted to embody and embrace everything, learn new things, and extra incredible because growing up as a little girl, it was a language that was spoken in my house from my dad. We lived with my grandparents on his side for a while. Half of me is Ecuador. He's from Ecuador, and my mother was fluent in Spanish. That's how they met. And so hearing that all the time, but like many, whenever they divorced, I stopped hearing the language. And you have to keep that up. You have to surround yourself with Spanish
Right.
to be able to continue that on. So it's heartbreaking to me, but doing it now was extra important. Even though it's not my first language and it's not my ultimate comfort zone, it's still a part of me. And when I'm around it, it's like home again. It's like it feels that never leaves you. And my children, I want to show them that even though mommy's not in her comfort zone and they were never even born from Mi Reflejo or that
Mhm,
experience. So I wanted
mhm.
to show them a part of what is them and a part of mommy, and that when something's challenging, to not back away from it, to embrace it. You can always learn. You can always learn something about yourself, something about your roots and your culture. So it's so important for me now too, as a mother, as a grown woman, having been in this business for so long, to approach the material now differently. That's why it was so important to me now more than ever. And I'm so happy that I waited. I wouldn't be speaking from not only the experience, but the deeper love that I have for what I'm doing.
I love that. I love how you're passing that on, la cultura, culture, to
Yeah.
your children. You've also been a strong voice for us women. La Fuerza already has a hit single, Pa Mis Muchachas, with Nati Peluso,
Um,
Nikki Nicole, Becky G. What was it like collabing with those ladies?
so fun. We couldn't help but smile the whole time and
Mm-hmm.
be silly and girly and just love on each other. They were so much fun. And that's something too. Like, I really wanted to only work with people that I knew were going to bring positive energy to anything that I do now. I've been in this business for too long and have been a part of a lot of projects and things that didn't feel like 100% good, like leaving the project. Like, I want to do things now that I love and that surround me with positive energy and good feelings. And these girls truly embodied that. Not only was I a fan of their work as artists, Nikki Becky Nicole being so young and coming up as such a force. And, you know, she's just so fiery. And I respect that. I respect, you know, being so young, but assertive and, you know, representing strength in the way that she does and her uniqueness. And then you take Nathy, who's like such an incredible performer. She's freaking fire on stage. I like get mesmerized when I watch her. She's just such a natural born mover and such a fan. She's so inspiring to watch dance on stage and embody that music. And then Becky, such an intelligent girl. I was really blown away. Not only is she talented, and we know this, but being around her in person and sort of having dinner and conversing with her, she's just such a wise, smart woman who knows business. You know, she's super professional and polished in places where many would only hope to embody. So she's a smart girl. And all in all, when we were together, everything was just so full of respect and admiration for each other and embracing each other as a whole. That means more to me than any hit or this or that. Like, I just want the experiences to be great, you know, like that's what you end up with at the end of the day. That truly means something.
Yeah, you can really tell like the energy, like it wasn't fake. You can see it, you could feel it. Yeah. And we're only hoping that we can see you girls on tour or something, but we'll hit that a little later. Now let's talk about this new song, Santo with Ozuna. How did that collab come about? Who reached out to who?
It was something that we did in Miami whenever I was there working on the album. A woman, super, super talented writer, Gale, wrote the Santo song, and I fell in love with it immediately, like the beat and all of that. So we collectively knew we had to get somebody on the record that was just a perfect marriage for the energy and the sexiness. And you never know how some things are going to pan out. He wasn't there while the song was being written, but then I got a surprise in my email one day and they were like, check this out. And I was like, what? Like, it was crazy. Like the way he came up with a verse, and then it just went on too. Like, it wasn't like a little, you know, snippet of something. Like
he goes in. Yeah.
He goes in and he literally like he starts singing too. Like, it wasn't just a rap. He starts vocalizing, and yeah, it's so special. And, you know, you just know why he is who he is, because he has such a signature voice and sound and so talented. And he's also what matters the most to me is that, you know, they're sweet and they're good energy to be around. And we shot the video the week of the Latin Grammys. So right after I performed with the girls, I went into video mode with Ozuna, and it was just such love in the air. And, you know, all our camps working together and the dancers all dressed in sort of this nature-esque, beautiful world and environment that we were in. It was super surreal, and yeah, so much positive love and energy. So everybody was feeling that moment.
Yes, I mean, I'm loving the song, the video, that latex girl, just
I
beautiful.
Love latex.
Yes, and it's super
maybe
catchy.
Not coming out of them. They're so freaking like, it's disgusting coming out of latex. Oh my God,
that's another story.
That is another story.
You gotta get like scissors.
No, but it's wet. It's wet.
Yeah, right. But Santo, oh my God, I love it. It's super catchy. I can already tell it's gonna be a hit on TikTok. Like, somebody needs to do a challenge.
I think he had some ideas on that, actually. So yeah, I think that's a work in progress.
You turned 41 a month ago, and that skin is glowing. That body is on point. Can you tell us a quick secret? What have you been doing to keep up with your body?
Honestly, you know, I just try to do what feels right to me. I don't think there's a specific beauty standard that anybody needs to live by anymore. I think it's great that we're talking about that more, that beauty comes in all forms, shapes, sizes, colors, whatever that is for you and how you feel your best and your most beautiful, whether it be natural, whether it with makeup, do that. You know, I think that self-love is more important than anything else. And I think you can cover up all you want all day with makeup, but if you're not truly happy or surrounding yourself with the right people, then it shows. And I'm a work in progress too. You know, I'm definitely trying not to be so hard on myself. I think when you also are raised in this business, you're programmed to just think a certain kind of way. And definitely in my generation, generation coming up, you're programmed to think a certain way, compare yourself to other people. And I think we're entering a stage though too, where women are being more vocal about accepting each other, accepting themselves, accepting their bodies. And I think that's such a beautiful thing. So for me, I don't do anything too extravagant, but I just try to keep, the healthy stuff in check and cheat days and my things. I try not to deprive myself too much. I just want to live life. I want to live life to my fullest and be my best. And some days come easier than others, but I think it's about mentally just, knowing that even if the line is never like straight and narrow and super perfect, but as long as you're leaning it in the right direction and you have the right mindset that you're going to love yourself, you have your goals for yourself, then I think that's all that truly matters at the end of the day.
Amen. Yes. Thank you so much. Still inspiring us. Christina Aguilera, Santo is out right now featuring Ozuna, and tomorrow the EP La Fuerza. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Lovey. Bye.